Spring is here in the greater Phoenix area, and with it comes exciting events like the Phoenix Open as well as the Super Bowl. But for home buyers and sellers, it also brings new opportunities as well as challenges. I'm Mark Sloat with Sloat Group at My Home Group, and this is your Market Minute. If you're a home buyer, you'll want to pay close attention to the 86% increase in accepted contracts since the beginning of the year. This is due in part to mortgage rates briefly stabilizing between 6% and 6.25%. 6 major cities have moved into sellers markets over the past month, those being Phoenix, Avondale, Glendale, Tempe, Mesa, and Gilbert. 2 cities have moved into balance, Peoria and Surprise, and only 4 cities remain in a buyer's market, those being Goodyear, Queen Creek, Maricopa, and Buckeye. Now 11 out of the 17 major cities are in sellers markets, but they're much weaker compared to where they were 2.5 years ago. The shift is still in its early stage and fragile, and could fall back to balance if mortgage rates become too volatile. Speaking of mortgage rates, multiple outlets have released expectations that rates will either stabilize or trend downwards in the first quarter of 2023, and very few are predicting that rates will increase overall this year. But we may see them bounce around a bit as the bond market flinches with every economic report in regards to inflation as well as employment. This may cause buyer demand to ebb and flow over the next few months as the market figures out its direction. On the bright side, Arizona's latest employment report shows an increase of 93,000 jobs for the state over the course of 2022. In Maricopa County, the unemployment rate dropped from 3.1% in January to 2.7% by the end of December, continuing to outperform national measures. But what about sellers? If you're looking to sell your home, you may have noticed there's less pressure for price reduction as there are fewer listings entering the market. In fact, there were only 9,600 new listings added to the Arizona MLS system since the beginning of 2023, and this is the lowest number of new listings measured in at least the last 23 years. This means less competition, which is good for price stability. Half of owners who accepted contracts last week were on the market for 40 days or less, compared to the peak of 56 days back in December. As we shift into the spring season, days on market prior to contract may settle in at 25 to 30 days. Sellers will notice little change in negotiation or concessions at this stage. Last month, 51% of sales involved seller concessions to the buyer. I hope this information was helpful for you. I'm Mark with Sloat Group at My Home Group. Feel free to send me a text or give me a call if you have any questions, 480-628-8691. Have a great day.